Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Please excuse my voice. I do have a really bad allergy thing going on right now, and if you hear a buzzing noise in the background, my air conditioning is also on. But today I wanted to show you guys how to create these super cute crochet high-waisted shorts with ruffles on the side because they're just adorable. And I'm using this Weight 4 light taupe yarn from Michael's brand Loops and Thread. It's so nice. Sometimes it's weird. Some of their yarn is soft in this quality and others kind of rough, so you just have to kind of feel each skein when you're looking. And I'm going to be using a size 4 or a G hook. So you're going to start by making a slip knot, and you're going to make a chain that is from your belly button around your side to like your mid back. So it's like your waist measurement cut in half basically. And so I'm going to be doing 52 chains to do that. So once you have those 52 chains, the extra two are actually so you can double crochet and have like that extra like two. I don't know, when you're double crocheting you need a few extra chains. So you're going to skip the first two stitches on your hook, and then you're going to double crochet into the third chain on your hook, and then just double crochet all the way across, and I will meet you guys at the end when I get there. So as you can see, I double crocheted in all of the stitches across. So now I'm just going to chain two, flip my work, and then I'm not going to double crochet in that first stitch. I'm going to go into the second one because the chain two acts as your first double crochet. So now you're just going to repeat that all the way across, or just double crochet in every stitch all the way across, and then repeat this row until you have a total of 13 rows. Also, I wanted to note that the 13 rows is supposed to be the height of the like high waist part. So it's basically from the crotch up to however high you want it to go. So mine goes to my true waist, which is right above your belly button, like where your hips and your like waist kind of goes in. So if you want it to be a little lower, because mine are pretty high, you can just do less rows and then forward to the next part that we'll get to. So here I'm just showing you one of the final pieces. So that square part at the top are the 13 rows, and then we're going to get into the bottom part that's kind of going out as a triangle. So I'm not sure if the construction of the piece makes sense to you guys yet, but basically where that crease fold is in the center, that's going to be the side, or like the side seam, and then the only seam is going to be the like front crotch and back seam. So here you can see it folded in half, and then that top part is the like high waist portion of the shorts. So now we're going to get into the increasing, which you could see before it kind of like went out in this weird triangle shape. So you're going to chain two, and then instead of skipping that first stitch, you're actually going to double crochet into it because that will increase the beginning of the row by one stitch. And then you will just double crochet across. And then do two double crochets in the very last stitch. So now you're just going to chain two when you turn for the next row, and then repeat the same process of the previous row until you have a total of 10 increased rows. Okay, so this is one finished piece that I have. So I'm just showing you guys the increased portion and then the kind of like weird U shape or like half moon shape that we're going to make so that we can put the ruffles on. So I did not mark the stitches, but you guys can definitely if you want to. I already had the other side finished, so I just went by that. But if you basically want to fold this piece in half and then along like the longest edge on the bottom, which will be the like where your leg goes through, you're going to want to mark the center point and then mark 10 stitches out from each side. So you're going to have a total of 20 stitches for the ruffle. So you're going to double crochet to that first stitch marker. I don't have a stitch marker, but you guys will if you want. So you're going to double crochet to that marker and then you're going to slip stitch those 20 stitches and then you're going to just double crochet to the end. So for the next row of these slip stitches, you're going to double crochet to 2 stitches before the last slip stitch. Then you're going to slip stitch those 2 double crochets and then slip stitch the 20 and then do 2 more slip stitches and then double crochet until the end of the piece again. And then for the third and final row of the shorts, you're going to do the same thing that you did for the previous row where you will double crochet until 2 stitches before the last slip stitch and then slip stitch 2 extra and then double crochet to the end. But for the first piece that I did, I actually did not increase and I didn't realize that until after, but you can do it either way. But I think it would be best if you did not increase on these last 3 rows. So now you can just bind off after those 3 rows are done and we will work on the ruffles. So this is what the ruffle should look like. I didn't leave in any ends yet, but there are going to be 3 rows of ruffles. You can do more or less depending on how much you really want on them. So you're going to start by putting a slip knot on your hook and then just starting at the very last slip stitch, and you're going to literally double crochet 2 into each one of these stitches. It will get to be a lot. Hopefully it doesn't for you guys. It wasn't too bad for me, but doing ruffles sometimes gets a little bulky. In total, I had 58 of these ruffle like double crochet stitches that I did. So I didn't have 58 spaces. It was 58 double crochets in total. Once you reach the end of the row, you're going to chain 2, turn your work, and then just double crochet 1 in each stitch all the way across. Skipping the first one, of course, like we always do. And 1 is done, yay! So now I'm going to show you guys how to do the second row. You're going to kind of fold your work over and you're going to work with it like folded in half, which I think you guys will understand from looking at the video. If not, just leave me a comment below. So here I'm starting 4 stitches in. So say I had like 4 double crochet to the right on the ruffle and then the rest of the ruffles were on the left. So I'm just kind of placing my hook in like a row or two above the first row of ruffle. And I'm just going to double crochet 2 in each kind of like faux stitch I see. And I'm going to stop 4 double crochets before the end of the first row of ruffles. And just like for the first row of ruffles, once you reach the end of this row, you're going to chain 2, turn, skip the first stitch, and then just double crochet across and bind off. And so this process for the second row of ruffles is the same exact thing for the third row, just so you guys know. So like I said, the third row of ruffles is the same as the second row, just like 1 or 2 rows above the second row of ruffles. So I'm not going to show that on camera because I think it's pretty self-explanatory for you guys to figure out. For reference though, I am starting about here for the third row, which is about, say, 4 to 8 stitches in from the second row of ruffles. So once you're done making 2, you're going to sew up the inner leg seam, which is like maybe an inch. You can kind of see this little part where my thumb is that's sewn together. And then you're going to put the pieces right sides together inside of each other like this. And then you're just going to match up the edges. Remember, the ruffles have to be facing each other. See, like right here, they're all touching each other. If this doesn't make sense, please leave me a comment and I can further explain it to you. But you're literally just going to either sew or, like I'm doing, I'm going to single crochet along this whole open loop area. So I'm just attaching my yarn right now. So I'm just going to single crochet across this whole open U area. So this is the whole U kind of like area. This is called the crotch seam when you're sewing something. And I would leave a little bit of space at the top where my thumb just was because you don't want to struggle to get in these things like I did. The top of the piece is not stretchy at all. I also suggest that you make a long enough chain that you can weave through the top band or just the first row of double crochet, and then you can tie it so you can adjust your shorts at the end. And we're all done. So I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Please ignore all these loose ends that I need to tie in. And also the color is off because I am in direct sunlight. The rest of the video is more true to color to this yarn. But I hope you guys enjoyed. These shorts are so comfortable, just like wear around the house. It's kind of like a high summer kind of short. I don't know, like cozy with cute little ruffles. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed. I have the full written tutorial on my blog, and I actually changed my blog around. It is now hosted by WordPress instead of Blogspot, but all my Blogspot stuff is still up. Although I might move everything to WordPress. I'm not sure yet. But that is one update. Another update, thank you guys so much for entering my giveaway and for subscribing. I did have my winner and I sent her the prize. But yeah, I hope you guys look forward to my next videos. The next one will be my July bullet journal setup. And make sure that you like this video. Leave a comment below if you have any questions, if you have any suggestions. I'm going to be doing another giveaway pretty soon. I hope it's not a definite. But leave a comment below. Be sure to subscribe to my channel so you don't miss the next videos because I have a whole bunch of stuff lined up for this third part of the year. And I hope to see you guys in my next videos. Bye!